All right, folks, we'll be right with you here. As soon as the room loads up for me, we'll be underway here. So thank you for joining MaxSpeedTV tonight for the Dirt Slingers brand new season this season. All right, welcome, race fans. We are here, and it looks like these guys are about ready to roll off the grid here to start their first rounds of qualifying. It's a long drawn out process. If you've never tuned in here at MaxSpeedTV, it is a long drawn out process, but it's actually pretty cool, very professionally run, and actually done just like they do it in real life. So it does take a lot of patience on the part of the drivers. I do understand that, and it takes a lot of patience on the admins as well. So these guys have got to be right on top of it and maintain it all the way through. So it's going to be pretty interesting here to see how everything goes tonight. We've got a ton of drivers in here tonight. I mean, a ton. Gosh, I don't even know. I don't think I could even give you a count. There's so many in here. Upwards of about probably around 38, 39 drivers somewhere along in there. I'm showing about 35 on the counter right there. So 35, I guess. And we're just waiting for them to roll out here to get going. All right, looks like the first ones are getting ready to roll out here. Like Doug Holloway, Lyle Johnson, Jacob Fields, and Bob Ramundo will be the first four to go out here for qualifying. Just to turn in the fastest lap that you can turn in, and it's really not for anything other than to see if who you're going to match up with to go into the heat races. Is all it is. So, hey, Jason. Well, good to see you there. Hopefully, you enjoy yourself. William. Yeah, I think you'll enjoy this. This should be pretty good racing here. So, this is probably, well, I'm not going to say this is probably one of the most professionally run leagues out there. I'm not knocking any other dirt leagues out there. I know there's a lot of them, and I'm not knocking that. I'm just saying that this is very professionally run. So Roger does do an amazing job of getting everybody up to. Looks like we're going to have 5 of them rolling out. All right, so Danny Waller going to join them too. 5 drivers going out. I guess because there's so many drivers, they're going to do about 5 in the qualifier round. And this is supposed to be, I didn't even look to see which track this was. Yeah, Knoxville. Okay, my bad. Yeah, I thought this was Knoxville. All right, here we go, folks. Yeah, the world famous Knoxville Speedway, so. All right, Raimondo trying to pick up a lot of time. Jacob Fields doesn't waste any time putting it to the top. There goes Doug Holloway right there, second place. Now Bob Raimondo takes over the top, then Danny Waller. These guys will be switching it up here for a little while till they get it sorted out. And so far, Waller's got the top speed. And Raimondo in second. So kind of surprised Jacob Fields not up there. Might have to get a little feel for the car. Some drivers don't like some of these tracks. I don't know, some of these new ones that are coming out. Doug Holloway and Lyle Johnson already takes it to the pit road. Jacob Fields does take it to the top of the leaderboard for the time being. Oh, and Danny Waller just beat that time. Wow. You guys are still changing it up here. Nice lap by Danny Waller. They only do 5 laps here in the qualifiers, folks, so. In and out and over, done. All right, so coming up next, we've got, looks like Matthew Carmody, I believe is how you say that. Craig Levan, Brian Irby, Scott Masick. I'm not sure if anybody else is going to come out there yet, but we'll see if there's going to be 5 in this group. I guess that's how you say that, Carmody. Matthew Carmody. Craig Levan, Roger Wagner's coming out. Ooh, there we go. Brian Irby and Scott Masick. Good luck there, Unsolved. Carmody in an iRacing paint job. Very cool. All right, rolling out here. Now they kind of stay separated a little bit from each other because they're not really racing each other. They're racing for the best time that they can put in out there. That's all they're really doing. So they do give them a little bit of time there in between. Craig Levan, Roger Wagner, Brian Irby out on the track. Been a minute since we've seen Brian Irby on the track. Some of these drivers you may know, some you may not know, but they're 5 laps. Here they go. Already getting up the speed. Roger Wagner in it. Looks like a fairly new painted job there. Nice looking paint job. Takes it to 6th on the board. Brian Irby 7th. Craig Levan tops out at 5th place. Scott Masick. And there goes Matthew Carmody up to 5th. Roger Wagner to 4th. Craig Levan back to 8th. And Scott Masick still trying to look for some speed here in 10th place. And he does pick it up 1 there, goes into 9th. But he's got company there. Looks like Matthew Carmody is going to pass him up. Armani actually racing the cars out of here. Wow, he's pretty cool. Asic a little out of shape right there. Actually going to let Roger Wagner get by as well. All right. All right, so up next, Kyle Trevathan, Tim Smith, Michael Sheridan, Max Stambaugh, and I don't know if we're going to have 5 in this one. We've been having 5 in them. Looks like we're going to probably have 5 in them. We've got 36 drivers entered. So we may have 5 and one may be off a little bit. Sheridan leading them out. Trevathan on the track. They only have 4 in this one. I don't know. Max Stambaugh. Tim Smith. Big facility here, folks. NASCAR Sprint Car Hall of Fame resides here. All right, we're off and going. Sheridan already in 11th. Max Stambaugh 12th. That gets bumped back here. Michael Sheridan takes over that position. I'll look for Tim Smith to probably pull out a win here tonight. I don't know. He just went to 11th on the board. I don't know how he's going to stack up amongst some of these other drivers, but it's going to be pretty interesting. Stambaugh 14th. Oh, there's Evan Schroeder. Didn't see him come in. Evan Schroeder in there. He popped in at the last second there, I guess. Kyle Trevathan puts it to the top of the leaderboard, beating out Tim Smith. Wow, nice lap by Kyle Trevathan. That was a 16. Oh, there's Tim Smith backing it up with a 16.614, beating out Kyle Trevathan's 6.28. 14 one-thousandths of a second difference between them two. Stambaugh to 4th. Evan Schroeder and Michael Sheridan now sharing this. It looks like Sheridan will take up 10th place. Evan Schroeder 11th. And that'll wrap up that round. But Tim Smith so far at the top of the leaderboard, folks. All right, looks like up next we're going to have Ted Deckard, William Evans, Chris Brenner, won the King of the Dirt trophy here just last week. Mark Penske and Corey Henry. Big bump right there. Gotta stay away from that bump, I'll tell you that. And there they go, off and going. Watch for a few of these guys to get up there to the top of the leaderboard, folks. I'm telling you, these guys are pretty awesome right here. Good bunch. Watch for Chris Brenner to get up there. William Evans. There's Evans just went to 14th on the board. Takes about a lap to get a little bit of the grip going on there to kind of get the feel for the track. Brenner up to 8th on the board. Penske 14th. And Corey Henry 15th now. Ed Decker's still looking for some time. Back to 18th on the board. There he just picked it up to 17th, picking up one position. Chris Brenner goes to 6th on the board. William Evans 8th. And now Chris Brenner goes to 3rd. .633 lap. Penske to 5th. William Evans to 7th. Corey Henry 8th. And Ted Decker still back in 17th. All right, up next, we've got Mike Peterson, Nathan Davis, Tanner Thiel, I'm not sure. I think it's Thiel. Richard Stallings, Sean Wallenfels. Those 5 coming out next. 5-lap qualifier is all it is, folks. Is that Dr. Pepper machine? Awesome. I think I've seen one of them. Nate Davis rolling out. Richard Stallings. John Wallenfels get the official go here from the admins. We'll be off and going for 5 laps. We've still got quite a few more qualifiers to go here, folks, before we get to... I'm sure they're going to have a C main here tonight because we've got a lot of drivers to go through. Maybe even a D main. Paul Crumride just joined. So we may wind up to have a D main here. I really don't know. All right, they're off and going. Nate Davis. Really digging here in the corners, trying to find that time that he needs to get up there. Not that it's that important because it doesn't matter what your time is right now, but he does come in 17th on the board. Tanner Thiel in 21st. Sean Wallenfels. Now it's changing up. Mike Peterson just went to 14th on the board. Richard Stallings to 18th, bumping Nathan Davis back to 19th. And Nate Davis just goes to 7th on the board. Big jump for Nate Davis with a 16.730. And Sean Wallenfels backs it up with a 740. Peterson with a 915. Stallings with a 930. And Thiel with a 956. The times are pretty tight here, all within a 10th or 2. A nice lap by Nathan Davis there. That'll put him up in 4th on the board. All right, looks like coming out next is going to be Jeff Peterson, Ryan Wilson, Brandon Eiler, Derek Walker, and Aaron Theriot. Will be the next 5 out on the track. Kind of getting it down here, folks. Yeah, well, I know how you feel there, KR. I don't get to race much either, so I did get to race the other night a little bit, and I had fun. But yeah, when you get so many irons in the fire, you just ain't you got the time to go out there and race anymore, you know. Now we got 37 drivers in the race, folks. So Ryan Wilson, one of the newcomers here. I've not seen him before. Tanner Teal's new. Matthew Carmody, I have not seen him before. So a few new ones. Kenneth Dakey, I think is how you say his name, Dakey. Got a few new drivers out here. All right, very good. They're off and going here, folks. Braden Eiler in 26th. Derek Walker, 28th. Aaron Theriot just took 26th. And now Ryan Wilson, as they get up to speed here. Be looking for some speed left out there. Derek Walker up to 25th. Jeff Peterson, 22nd. Like I said, it really doesn't mean anything here. This is just the qualifiers. This is just get them lined up for the when they get ready to go out for the heat races. Aaron Theriot in 17th. It just seems like everybody's out here right now digging for that time, and Derek Walker just took it to 10th on the board with that lap. Very nice lap. That puts him at a 16.772. Still a little bit off the speed charts there, but a couple of tenths. A couple of tenths off of Tim Smith's time there. Aaron Theriot holds on to 18th. Braden Eiler 23rd, Jeff Peterson 25th, and Ryan Wilson's already took his car off the track. Walker goes to 8th on the board, and they shut him down, so that'll end those 5. All right, next up, looks like Tommy Gossett, John Batista, Andrew Johnson, Ernie Williams, and we got another driver that joined, Mark Cavalier, how you say that? Chevalier. Got somebody sitting on pit road there, but most of the drivers are out on the track here. I don't know why Mark's not out there. John Batista, Andrew Johnson, and Ernie Williams. We might still have a couple of guys that need to go out yet. All right, they're underway, folks. Ernie Williams looking for some more speed. Batista up to 32nd on the board. Look for him to get up there maybe a little higher, I'm sure. Tommy Gossett goes to 31st. Andrew Johnson's up to 30th. Guys are switching a little bit here. They're starting to find a little speed left in the track. Batista goes to 9th on the board. Tommy Gossett still back in 32nd, though. There he goes to 31st, jumping up one position. Andrew Johnson to 28th. Ernie Williams up to 17th, and Batista still has not been able to get any better than 9th on the board. You can't say he can use draft here because there's no draft. I can assure you, no draft here. There's another new driver, Ernie Williams. I've not seen him before. Now it looks like that'll wrap it up. So Batista 9th, Williams 17th, Andrew Johnson 28th, and Tommy Gossett 31st. All right, looks like we got about maybe 4 drivers left here. Looks like Kenneth Dakey, if I'm saying his name right. I'm not sure if I am or not. If I'm not, sorry, Kenneth. I don't mean to butcher it there, buddy. Paul Crumry and Mark Chevler. If he's still going, I don't know if he's still going out or not. I have not seen him take a time yet or even make an attempt to. So, I don't know. They're having trouble getting a hold of him or stepped away and not returned or what there. I don't know. We'll see. Must be nice, KR. Must be nice, brother. Eiler is, let's see, where did he come in? He is back in 25th. This is only the qualifier round, so doesn't really mean a whole lot. Chevler now is back up. He is on the track, so but we're still missing Matt Dixon. Not seen Matt Dixon on the track yet. He is in TeamSpeak, but I'm not sure why he's not on the track with these guys. Only got 3 on here right now. And there they go. On the gas. Mark Chevler. Chevalier. Is that how you say that? Chevalier. Oh, and he got that big bump. Yay. Crumry to 35th. Boy, you got to stay away from that big bump there in the turn. Chevalier to 35th now, bumping Paul Crumry back to 36th. And Kenneth Dakey takes the 13th on the board. Crumry to 30th. And Chevalier goes to 34th. Knocking back a couple of drivers there. But Dakey, man, 13th on the board. That's pretty awesome. This, I believe, is the last of the qualifier rounds right here, folks. Looks like we got about 30. Well, now Trevor Royer joined, so I don't know. We're gonna wind up with having more drivers out of here. Guys are kind of joining a little late. I don't know if they're gonna have another qualifier round or not. We'll see here in just a minute. But Dakey Chevalier up to 21st, and Crumrye now back to 31st. Struggling a little bit here with Knoxville. All right, they shut him down. That's the end of that qualifier round. Now, there's still two drivers that have not qualified, Matt Dixon and Trevor Royer. I don't know if they're going to be going out there or if they're just going to have to take a position. But, yeah, the first heat race will be coming up here just a couple of minutes, folks. So stay with us. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right, folks, we're about ready to kick it off here for the first heat race. Coming right up. Drivers are getting called to their cars, and they're ready to rock and roll. They're ready to get this thing underway here, folks. Thank you for being patient. I had Dakey right? All right, good deal. Yeah, yeah, it can be brutal. All right, well, we're getting ready to line them up here, folks. Looks like a first round of heat races is going to be Mark Penske. Or, I'm sorry, yeah, Mark Penske. Tim Smith, William Evans, Matthew Carmody, I guess is how you say that. Craig Levan, Paul Crumry, and Scott Masick for the first round of qualifiers here, or heat races, folks. And they'll be doing 10 laps here. All right, 10 laps. Now the front two, you got to finish a 1 or 2. We'll move on to the trophy dash. All right, and the rest will go to the D main. We will have a D main here tonight. D main, then C main, then we'll do the trophy dash, then the B main, and then the main feature. So yeah, give us a thumbs up on the video there, folks. We'd appreciate that. Thank you, KR. Waiting on the admins to give them the virtual green flag here and kick them off. Be about another lap or so here. They might get going green here. Looks like they're kind of tightening up the field. They are. So looks like we're ready to go green. Remember, the front two go to the trophy dash. The rest will go to the D main. The D, C and D. Excuse me. And here we go. Green, green, green. Penske takes it right in there to second place. William Evans in third. Evans looking to get up there a little closer. Carmody, fourth place. Chevalier way back here. Kind of out of shape. That does bring Paul Crumry up into the picture. William Evans still hanging on in third. Penske close by there with Tim Smith. I don't know what happened to my camera. Something happened to my camera. Thank you, iRacing, for messing up my cameras there. Wow, okay. There we go. Riding along here with Mark Penske. William Evans back a little ways. Not going to make it into that cutoff to make it to the trophy dash unless he gets busy. Got a little ways to go there to get up to Mark Penske. Fourth place, Craig Levan and Matthew Carmody. Fifth, passed up Paul Crumry. Crumry goes back to sixth. Seventh on the board, Mark Chevalier. And Scott Masick way off of the pace back there. And Tim Smith does pull away from Penske. He's starting to drop the hammer now. That's the usual Tim Smith that we know. He waits till the time's perfect here, and then he just drops the hammer. Doesn't look like anything's going to change up here. Wow, these guys are really, really trying to... They're trying, but they just can't seem to get there. Evans, I know this is maybe not his favorite track, but he is a much better racer than I'm seeing here tonight. So it could be track conditions coming into play. Not really sure. Craig Levan still hanging on to fourth. Carmody right on his tail. Could be a pass in the near future. If he's going to do it, he better do it quick. Almost contact between them two. And there was contact. Carmody almost into the wall. Oh, wow, he lost everything that he just gained. Wow, Carmody definitely out of shape right there. Crumry takes over that position quickly. Now he's looking to get up here with Craig Levan. Evans still not able to do it. And that will end the session, folks. So Tim Smith and Mark Penske move on to the Trophy Dash. The rest will go to the C&D main. Starting with William Evans third, Craig Levan fourth, Crumry in fifth, Mark Chevalier sixth, Matthew Carmody seventh, and Scott Masick eighth. All right, we're waiting for the next round of guys to come out here for the next heat race, folks. I believe the first driver out there is going to be Chris Brenner. They usually do go down through the list pretty systematically, I will say. So as you've qualified, and he was in the second one of the qualifying heats, but he does come in second on the board, so he will be probably one of the ones in the next qualifying, or the next heat race, excuse me. Gosh, qualifying round, heat race, B main, C main, D main, A main. You know, I'll get it right. All right, here goes Brenner. He's coming out. All right, so Chris Brenner, Max Stambaugh, Corey Henry, Richard Stallings, Aaron Theriot, Tanner Teal, Ted Deckard, and Lyle Johnson are up next. And Chris Brenner will lead them out. Some of the best racing on dirt, folks. I'm telling you, these guys really know how to lay it down here. As the night progresses here, the heat is going to be turned up. We got a lot of great drivers out here tonight, and some newcomers. We got the mix of everything. So look out, folks. This is going to be a wild, crazy night. All right, they're tightened up. Looks like they're going green this time. Waiting for the admin to give them the virtual green flag. And there they go. Chris Brenner on the loud pedal. Max Stambaugh a little sleep at the wheel there, but he gets it going. Corey Henry in third place. Oh, and he's going to lose that position. And it looks like Richard Stallings takes that away from Corey Henry. Right behind them, Aaron Theriot. Fifth place, Tanner Teal in sixth. Back here, Ted Deckard seventh, and Lyle Johnson eighth. But up front, it's all Chris Brenner for right now. Max Stambaugh in second. Those two would make it to the Trophy Dash if they finish in that order. But I'll tell you what, second place is heating up here. Guys are really heating up the second place position. Stallings, Henry, and Theriot pretty close together. Ooh, Theriot almost out of shape right there, but he does gather it back up. Now he takes a look to the inside. Can't get the grip or the momentum to get by him. Meantime, Chris Brenner trying to pull away again, but Max Stambaugh has closed that gap on him just a little. Not a whole bunch, but a little. It's close. Close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. Remember that, folks. And we're talking about dirt racing here, so close doesn't count. Corey Henry could be in trouble because Aaron Theriot's staying right with him, looking for any opportunity that he can. If Corey Henry even bobbles at least a little bit, Aaron Theriot's going to be there to fill that spot. Stambaugh doing a great job there in second place. Back here in the back, Tanner Teal trying to make it in, but I'm not sure. He's probably going to be set for the C or D main. Lyle Johnson the same way. And Chris Brenner dropping the hammer now. Max Stambaugh is quite a ways behind him. Gosh, he's probably a good 10 car lengths behind him now. They must be getting really close because the next group are already getting ready to roll out here, folks. Chris Brenner bringing around, and it looks like, I'm not sure if that's going to be it. Yes, sir, that is it. Chris Brenner and Max Stambaugh will move on to the next round in the trophy dash, excuse me. The rest will go to the C and D main. So Richard Stallings finishing third, Corey Henry fourth, Aaron Theriot fifth, Tanner Teal sixth, Ted Deckard seventh, and Lyle Johnson taking up the rear in eighth place. Hey, Sean, how you doing, Sean? I didn't see you come in there. Russell Berry, how you doing there, brother? Skittles. Yeah, that was pretty intense there, I got to say. That was pretty intense. Well, Kyle Trevathan will be leading out the third round here of heat race, the third heat race. And it looks like they're packing about 8 of them in each one. So 10 laps is all they got to do. All they got to do. And the front 2 move on to the trophy dash. The rest will go to the C and D main. And that'll be coming up right after all the heat races are done here, folks. We're going to have quite a few heat races. So hopefully you're here for the long haul. Yeah, I'm kind of agreeing with you on that, KR. But you know what? Those guys are good racers. You can't, you can't kick somebody out of a league for being a good racer. That's what you strive for, is to have good racers in your league, you know. And well, we got a slew of good drivers in here, I gotta say. And those guys, the UWU drivers, yeah, they're pretty doggone good. All right, Kyle Trevathan, Derek Walker, Kenneth Drake, Ernie Williams, Mike Peterson, Braden Eiler, and Doug Holloway up next here, folks. Looks like we might be missing a man there. Somebody not out on the track. I don't know. Somebody could be having connection problems or whatever. Maybe we'll pick them up in another heat race here coming up. Or they'll just go into the D main or something. So they'll fit them in somewhere. All right, here we go. Green, green, green. Walker quickly into second. Wants to make it to that trophy dash at all costs. Kenneth Drake, third place. Just outside that trophy dash window. Has got a lot of company right behind him. Braden Eiler taking over that third place. Wow, what a slide job. Nice slide job. That's how you do it, folks. That was textbook right there. Braden with a slide job. Wow, that was amazing. Kenneth Drake didn't even know what hit him right there. Could be in trouble, though, because here comes Ernie Williams, and Ernie into the wall. He keeps it going, though. No caution. We may have a new leader, folks. We got Derek Walker, who took over the lead from Kyle Trevathan. Whoa, Derek coming back. Maybe all that practicing he's been doing has been paying off for the old Jalopy. That's his Twitch handle there, Jalopy. Kyle Trevathan goes back to second, but still in that window to make it to the trophy dash, folks. One that's just outside, Braden Eiler, and he's coming up. He's closing. I don't know if there's enough time or laps to get up there, but if he's going to get up there, he better have eaten his Wheaties today, because I'm telling you what, Kyle Trevathan is hooked up. That was some great racing right there, man. These guys are really turning it up now. This is some good stuff. Trevathan second. Walker in the lead. Both of them headed to go to the trophy dash. The ones just outside, Braden Eiler, Kenneth Drake, Ernie Williams. Back here in the back, Mike Peterson, Doug Holloway. All right, so what does everybody think of the racing here tonight? Boy, this is pretty off the chain. We have not seen a caution yet tonight, knock on wood. We don't want to see any. Trevathan, second, making it. If he can stay in that position, we'll make it to the trophy dash. And it looks like that's it, folks. So Derek Walker will win this heat race. Kyle Trevathan in second. So those two move on to the trophy dash. The rest will go to the C and D main, starting with Braden Eiler finishing third. No, it wasn't Doug. It wasn't him. Kenneth Drake fourth. Yeah. Ernie Williams fifth. Mike Peterson sixth, and Doug Holloway seventh. Oh yeah, we only had 7 drivers in this one. So, all right, next batch coming up, going to be led out by Nathan Davis. Nathan, definitely one of the premier drivers in this league. We've seen Nathan do some really awesome racing out here. He's mixed in with some great company out here tonight, man. These guys are going to be off the chain here tonight. Starting with John Batista, Jacob Fields, Brian Irby, Michael Sheridan, Jeff Peterson, Tommy Gossett, and Matt Dixon rolling out on the track, I should say, for the very first time today. Did not take a qualifying time or anything. So he's rolling out for the very first time. We'll see what Matt Dixon's got. Yeah, some of my cameras got kind of messed up here. Bear with me here for a minute, folks, because my cameras got really jacked up. I'm not sure. iRacing kind of messed with my cameras. There's a pretty cool shot right there. All right, we're off and going. Green, green, green. Batista hanging on to second. And Jacob Fields in third. Here goes Batista diving to the bottom. Gets a run on Nate Davis. Hasn't completed it. They almost touch. Batista. Boy's digging on the bottom, and I don't know, man, that's not a good place to be. It's awful rough down there, but he gets some great hookup off the corner. He's just on the outside of those heavy bumps that are big bumps right there, I'm telling you. And it looks like Batista's got him, but he hasn't cleared him yet. Here comes Nate Davis back by on the outside. He does retake the lead. Jacob Fields still hanging on to third place. All right, what happened to my cameras again? What the heck's going on here, folks? All I don't know how the heck that happened, but whatever. All right. 4th place, Michael Sheridan and Jeff Peterson back here in 5th place. I'm going to fire that cameraman. Nate Davis barely ahead of 2nd place, John Batista. Batista takes a look to the inside. Racing it up pretty hard right now. Looking back from Nathan Davis, trying to make it into the trophy dash, and Batista as well. Batista way down on the bottom and not able to make that pass. Batista's got to go back to the top and see if he can make another run. Seems like one turn's better than the other. He's doing a lot better in one. Let's see, that would be, yeah, he's doing better in 3 and 4, I believe, than he is in 1 and 2. They're going into 1 and 2 right now, but he did a slide job on Nathan Davis and does take over the lead. Nice slide job. That is textbook right there, folks. You ain't going to see anything like that anywhere. I'm telling you, that's good stuff. That is good racing. Here comes Nathan Davis back to the bottom, and he does a slide job to Batista, slowing him up. That's what you got to do. They're just switching it up every turn, every lap. That is so amazing. Kind of makes those two kind of like equal drivers, I would say. I mean, they're if they can race it up like that. Batista back to the front. Just outside the trophy dash window here is Jacob Fields in 3rd, Michael Sheridan 4th, Matt Dixon just turning his first laps in the races, come up to that position, 5th position, I believe that is. Wow, what a race, folks. It looks like that's 10 laps already. That went by really quick. That was some awesome racing by them fellas, I'm telling you. Great job, guys. Great job. All right, so Batista and Nathan Davis will make it to the trophy dash. The rest will go to the C&D main. Michael Sheridan, Matt Dixon, Jeff Peterson, Brian Irby. All right, next coming up, it's going to be, looks like Sean Wallenfeld. It should be Danny Waller in there. If I can get a rundown who's going to be up next here. Sean Wallenfels, Bob Raimondo, Roger Wagner, Evan Schroeder, Andrew Johnson, and Lyle Johnson, looks like, coming up next. And Danny Waller. Danny just now getting out there. He's going to have to hustle here. He's the one that's leading this parade, so... Tell me this is not good racing, folks. I'm telling you, MaxSpeedTV is just full of the live coverage tonight of dirt racing. It's just amazing. The MaxSpeedTV channel is just has grown so much in the last couple of years. In the last year, let me put it that way. And our coverage of dirt racing has really grown through the roof. So, thanks to you all. Thanks to you all you subscribers and followers here of MaxSpeedTV. You can check out our website at MaxSpeedTV.com for a full schedule, and also follow us on Facebook at Facebook.com/MaxSpeedTV. All right, looks like we're getting ready to tighten the field up here to get them going. Might be another lap. Got some folks out of order there. Danny Waller going to bring him to the green flag. Sean Wallenfels on the outside. All right, they're tightening up the field now. Looks like we're getting ready to go green, folks, so get ready. Virtual green flag will fly. Danny Waller, Sean Wallenfels going to hit that loud pedal, and it's going to be wild from there on. Let's ride along here with Sean Wallenfels. Green is out. Waller with a great start. Wallenfels up on the high side already, looking for grip. Oh, and he may have company. Raimondo underneath him. Wallenfels says, it's my position. I want that position. Thank you very much. And he's going to hold on to it. Raimondo in third. Just outside that trophy dash window, folks. The race is on back here for fourth. Roger Wagner does get taken over by Evan Schroeder. Roger comes back and does get around Evan Schroeder. Oh, we got one in the wall back there. I don't know if that's going to bring out a caution or not. Usually one car spins do not, but that one did. All right, so caution is out. I think that might have been Andrew Johnson, but I don't know that for a fact. Let me see if I can... Trevor Royer. Looks like he went around. Yep, Trevor Royer. Now, Trevor, we know, can really put it out there, so I'm kind of... we'll see him. We'll see more out of him tonight. He's going to be up there because he's a great racer. Yes, it was Royer. It was Trevor Royer. All right, it'll be a single car restart here, single file restart as we get ready to go back green. Danny Waller, Sean Wallenfels, Bob Raimondo. Raimondo just outside that window to make it in. Roger Wagner sitting there in fourth. Schroeder in fifth. Remember, the front two go to the trophy dash. The rest will go to the C and D main. We will have a D main here, folks, coming up after the rest of these heat races. I think we only got about maybe one more heat race, I think. I think one more heat race after this one, I think. No, I think this might be the last heat race right here. Yeah, this is the last heat race. All right, then we'll be heading to the D main. There'll be a short intermission in between, folks, while they get everybody lined up. And they got to call their names out and get them all lined up there. But we're ready to go green. Danny Waller ready to hit that loud pedal. Sean Wallenfels in second. Here we go. Back to green. Wallenfels trying to get up there with Danny Waller. Just cannot make it so far. Bob Raimondo third, and he's trying to hold off Roger Wagner. Wallenfels may be looking on the outside here for a pass. If they get up there close to that cushion, he might be in new territory up there. Might find some more speed up there on that high side. Looked pretty good that time. Up there, we're almost into that cushion. Man, as he's pushing the envelope right there in that cushion. They push that cushion way up the hill. Now he takes it to the bottom. Wallenfels takes over the lead. And here comes Danny Waller trying to fight back on the bottom. He's still in the trophy dash so far. He has not been threatened by Bob Raimondo at all so far. Raimondo been staying right there in third. Roger Wagner 4th. These guys here is set to go to the C and D mains. If they don't make it to the trophy dash, they've got to find that loud pedal. Wallenfeld showing the way. Started second and leading this thing. And he is off and going, man. He is really doing well here. Oh, almost up into the wall. I heard a little fender rubbing there, or tire rubbing. No fenders. And Danny Waller's kind of fading a little bit here, or Bob Raimundo's reeling him in, one of the two. Waller could be trying different lines or maybe something to see if there's any speed left in this track. Track is starting to get slickened up pretty heavy duty, so. Roger Wagner, Trevor Royer. There's Trevor Royer. We knew he'd be in the picture here sooner or later. Now he's giving Roger a tough time. These guys still not making it into the trophy dash, but they are still battling here to try to make it to the C and D main. And all right, that's going to wrap it up, folks. He did get by Roger on that, but so Sean Wallenfels and Danny Waller go to the trophy dash, folks. The rest will go to the C and D main. Bob Raimundo finishing 3rd, Trevor Royer 4th, Roger Wagner 5th, Andrew Johnson 6th, Evan Schroeder 7th, Ryan Wilson 8th. So all right, there you have it, folks. So Danny Waller and Sean Wallenfels going to the trophy dash. All right, as they get everything set here for the D main, that'll be coming up next, folks. Stay with us. Don't go anywhere. Go get you a drink or something there. Grab you a snack, your favorite beverage, and we'll be ready for the D main coming right up here in just a minute. All right, folks, D-Main coming right up here just a minute. They're getting ready to get the cars out on the track and lined up. D-Main, and it'll be doing 12 laps here, folks. Now, 4 cars, only 4, will move on to the C-Main. 4 cars. The rest will go home. So they're racing for the top 4 positions. "12 laps. Now this is where it really starts getting interesting, folks, so you want to really pay attention to what's going on, because the cars that are from 5th on back are fighting for their lives to get up there to be into that top 4 to make it onto the C-Main. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun to watch and see who can be that top 4 of the D-Main drivers. Now, this is just the D-Main, and we'll be going off to the C-Main right after that. That'll be 15 laps, and only 4 drivers will move on from there to the B-Main. All right, guys are getting ready to take to the track here, folks. Now remember, the front 10 are locked into the trophy dash, so the rest are fighting to get into the trophy dash by way of the D-Main and C-Main and make it into the B-Main. So then once we get to the B-Main, 10 drivers from there will move on to the A-Main, and we'll be off and going. So we're going to have a pretty good sizable field here tonight, so a lot of drivers to go through. This is just how they do it in real life, too. If anybody's wondering, this is exactly how they do it in real life. If anybody watched the Chili Bowl last week, you'll see that's what they did. They raced every night to qualify and heat races. It's a long, drawn-out process, but it's a lot of fun, and there's a lot of waiting for the drivers. They got to be patient to get called up for their turn to race. So that's the way it is. I didn't make it. I didn't design it. That's the way they do it in real life. That's the way we're doing it here. So, all right. So Matthew Carmody, Brian Irby, Evan Schroeder, Scott Masick, Ted Deckard, Doug Holloway, Tommy Gossett, Lyle Johnson, and Ryan Wilson will be racing. 4 of them will move on, folks. The rest will go home. Waiting on the virtual green flag here from the admins to kick it off. And we'll be off and going here for 12 laps. I got 12 laps. All right, looks like they're tightening up the field. We may be getting ready to go green here, folks. Green flag is out. Here we go. Irby quickly falls back, but he's trying to come back on the outside. Doug Holloway into 3rd, and Ted Deckard quickly into 2nd place. So good run for Ted Deckard. He needs us. Remember the top 4. Oh, Holloway out of shape. That's going to cost him dearly, because, boy, track position is everything here tonight. You do not want to be one of the ones to go home. Lyle Johnson takes over 4th place. The front 2, Ted Deckard and Matthew Carmody, getting away. Irby back into 3rd. Ryan Wilson 4th. That is the cutoff right there, folks. Lyle Johnson just outside the window of making it in to the C-Main. 4 drivers, the front 4 go on from here. The rest will go home. And Lyle Johnson out of shape. That's going to let Scott Masick get by. So now he's just outside that window. And Irby into the wall. Running in third place, the front two getting away. Ted Deckard and Matthew Carmody. Boy, Carmody's really hooked up right now. Irby and Ryan Wilson. That is the top four, folks. They will move on. The rest will go home unless they get busy. Ted Deckard has not been able to get up there with Matthew Carmody, but Matthew's been doing really well up here in the front. Once he took over that top spot there, or had the top spot, I should say, on the start, he's been doing really well. Now, Irby may be in trouble. Ryan Wilson was closing in on him and lost it right there, going into the corner. Just outside that cutoff is Evan Schroeder now into fifth place. Evan not wanting to be one of the ones to go home. He would be the first one. Tommy Gossett now sixth place. They've kind of separated themselves from some of the other cars back there. And Ryan Wilson out of shape right there, almost costing him that position. If he loses that position, he will go home. Oh, all over the track, trying to throw a little block there, it looks like. Gathers it back up, will stay ahead of Evan Schroeder. Evan trying to make it into the front four. He wants to go to the C main for another shot here to make it to the B main. He's got a little work to do. He's a little out of shape as well. Irby making it in third place. Ted Deckard now taking over the top spot there from Matthew Carmody. It was a matter of time because it looked like Ted Deckard was hooked up pretty well there coming down to it. Irby in third, Ryan Wilson fourth. Doesn't look like Evan Schroeder's going to get there to Ryan Wilson to take over that fourth spot and make it into the C main. And it looks like that wraps it up, folks. So Ted Deckard will be the winner, I believe. It'll be Ted Deckard, Matthew Carmody, Brian Irby, and Ryan Wilson. Those four moving on to the C main, folks. The rest will go home. So congratulations to those four. All right, folks, C main coming up next. The front four move on to the C main. We'll get them lined up here in just a minute. So just give it a second here and we'll be right back. They get the C main all lined up. All right, folks, C main coming right up here. They're getting everybody called to their cars, and we will be rolling here in just a couple of minutes. Don't go anywhere. Stay right here on MaxSpeedTV and check out the best dirt racing on the net right now. All right, folks, here we go. 15 laps for the C main as they're getting ready to take to the track. Aaron Theriot. These are the guys that have made it this far. So they've really done well here. Mark Chevalier, Aaron Theriot, Mike Peterson, Tanner Teal, Jeff Peterson, Paul Crumry, Matt Dixon, Ryan Wilson, and Ernie Williams. C main. 15 laps, 4. We'll move on to the B main, folks. But right after this, we will have the Trophy Dash. That is the top 2 from each one of the heat races. We'll battle it up here for the starting positions for the A main. Paul Crumry going to lead them out. Aaron Theriot on the outside. "15 laps, 4 move on, the rest go home, folks." Should be getting the virtual green flag here anytime now. They get everybody will get the field tightened up here. Some guys probably still out there trying to figure which order they're supposed to be in. The admins are getting that cleared up as we go. And once they get in the correct order according to the admins, then they will get the virtual green flag and be off and going here for 12 laps. This is the C main, folks. Coming up next is the Trophy Dash. It looks like the admins are going to give them another lap to get it all straightened around here. They haven't made the attempt to tighten the field up just quite yet. Well, it looks like maybe now they are, so we may be going green this time by, folks, so get ready. Paul Crumry in command of this start. Front 4 go on. The rest will go home. Who's going to be the front 4 to make it to the B main? And here we go, under green. Great start by Paul Crumry. Aaron Theriot in second, under fire by Ernie Evans. Ernie Williams. Wow, where did I get Ernie Evans from? Too many names, I guess. Oh, we got a caution, folks. We got a caution. Something happened there. I don't know what that was. If I can go back and see. Oh, a couple of cars got together. That will bring out a caution when there's two of them that get together like that. Yes, that will. So, Ed Deckard involved in that. So, they are back underway. And Paul Crumrye gets to hold on to the lead. Now, they did complete a lap or two, so they will start single file now, folks. I believe. I don't think they're going to go double file because they did complete a lap, I believe. Maybe they didn't quite complete a lap. My bad. Guess not, because it looks like they're going double file, so maybe they didn't complete a lap. All right, here we go. Paul Crumrye ready to hit the loud pedal. Aaron Therrett on the outside, and there we go, back to green. They're going to get separated there. He is going to go backward. Matt Dixon on the outside. We have not seen a whole lot out of Matt tonight. He didn't qualify, but did make it into the heat races. So he goes into second. And now he's coming up on Paul Crumrye to give Paul a rough time. But he's still got Ernie Williams coming up on him now. These guys are racing it really hard. It's only the front four go on. So they've got to race for their lives right now, folks. Not really their lives, but they're racing pretty hard. And we got another caution. Yes, another caution out on the track. Let's go see if we can figure out what happened here. Oh, or Evan Schroeder on his lid. Golly, we don't want to see that. We never want to see somebody up there upside down. Let's go take a look here. Could have been some contact, obviously some contact between him and another driver. Oh yeah, right there, and that is going to put Evan Schroeder into the inside wall fence, and he is upside down. So wow, rough lick there for Evan Schroeder. So still up front is Paul Crumrye. I can't find them. There we go. And there we go. Back to green. These guys get back to green pretty quick. Paul knows that Matt Dixon's right there. Matt's been running really well. So I don't know how many laps they got left here, but probably about 6 or 7 laps, 8 laps maybe. Paul's got the hammer down. Oh, up into the fence goes Matt Dixon. He keeps it straight, but boy, that just let Mark Chevalier closed the door right up on him. Look at that. That's a big one right there. And Ernie Williams, Aaron Therrett. That's your top 5. Aaron trying to race to make it in. Only the front 4 go on. Chevalier gets by Matt Dixon for second. The cutoff window is just behind Ernie Williams. And that would be Aaron Therrett not making it in. These guys do not want to go home. They all chasing Paul Crumrye. He's doing a fantastic job out front. Go get him, Paul. He wants to make it to the B main. B main wouldn't be the B main without Paul Crumrye in it, I can tell you that. Chevalier, second place. Matt Dixon, third. Back in the field here a little ways, Andrew Johnson. Ooh, wow, he was out of shape right there. Got it back going though. These guys well off the pace. Mike Peterson in the Dr. Pepper machine. It looks like the front 4 could be being decided as we speak. Oh, Chevalier into the wall. Oh my, hard lick. He gets it going. I don't think that's going to bring out the caution. Yes, it did. Wow, was he ever into the wall hard there, folks? Doesn't look like Chevalier may make it in then. I don't know. They do get new cars, but they got to come to pit road to get them, and he's going to be at the back of the field when that restarts. So, yeah, I don't know. He may not make it in. Well, right now we got Paul Crumry, Matt Dixon, Ernie Williams, and Aaron Theriot set to move on if they can stay in that position. But behind them in the cutoff position, Jeff Peterson, Tanner Teal, Mike Peterson, Andrew Johnson, Ted Deckard, Brian Irby, Matthew Carmody, and Ryan Wilson and Mark Chevalier. These guys set to not make it in because only the front four go on. The rest will go home. All right, back under green. Nothing changed up front so far. Everybody's been staying 1, 2, 3, 4. Aaron Theriot trying to get one more position. Jeff Peterson doing everything he can to try to get up there. And doesn't look like he's going to have the car to do it. I don't know. He's really looking to see if there's any grip left down on that middle row, and there doesn't seem to be. Right behind him, Tanner Teal trying to make it in. Brand new to the league here tonight. Got a few newcomers to the league tonight. Oh, he gets into that rough spot right there. Tanner Teal did. Jeff Peterson did, excuse me. Tanner Teal did close that gap upon him. You want to stay away from that bottom there, Tanner and Jeff. That bottom, it's pretty rough down there on that bottom. You almost can't drive it. It's so bad. And boy, look at the company up here now. Matt Dixon and Paul Crumry. Dixon trying to get that finishing position away from Paul Crumry. Takes it to the bottom. And he does a slide job on Paul Crumry, and Paul's not worried. He says, you know what? I got it. I made it in. That's all I care about right now. I made it into the B main. Got it well enough ahead. He's going to come back, though, on the inside of Matt Dixon. Does the slide job on him. And does take that position back from Matt Dixon. Matt has to check up. Ernie Williams, third place. And Aaron Theriot. Those four will move on. The rest will go home, folks. I don't know how many laps they got left, but it must be getting down pretty close to the finish of it. This is where the racing begins right here, when these guys are racing to make it into that B main. And they still got a race to get into the A main yet one more time. So these guys, hopefully they brought enough tires and fuel to make it. Crumry has been leading most of the race. Dixon comes back around him, does take over the lead again. And the three of them really getting it up here. And Crumry gets into the back of Matt Dixon just a little, and I believe that is it, folks. So that'll wrap up the C main. Matt Dixon coming home first. Paul Crumry second. Ernie Williams third, and Aaron Theriot fourth. Those four will move on. The rest will go home, and that includes Jeff Peterson, Mike Peterson, Tanner Teal, Andrew Johnson, Ted Deckard, and Ryan Wilson. All those drivers will go home. So congratulations to those four drivers for moving on to the B main. B main will be coming up right after the Trophy Dash, folks, but the Trophy Dash coming up next. You don't want to miss that. That's the top two drivers out of each heat race, ready to go out here and put on an awesome show for you guys. And believe me, it will be awesome. I assure you, you're going to love it. We'll be right back with the Trophy Dash. All right, looks like they're lining up the trophy dash here, folks. It's going to be 10 laps. You see, this is just for the top 10 qualifying position, or how they're going to start, in the order they're going to start, I should say. The order they will start for the A main. So they're just racing for positions. Now, they did swap up the order of them here. I'm still waiting to hear from Roger what they're swapping them up, but I didn't hear anything from Roger. There he is. All right, they inverted the front six here, folks. So Mark Penske will be starting on the front. Sean Wallenfeld's on the outside of him. That kind of put Tim Smith back a little ways. He should have been the pole sitter for this trophy dash, but they invert X amount. They do a draw, and whatever that drawing comes up with, and they come up with number 6. So the front 6 inverted for this trophy dash, folks. Kind of mixes it up a little bit. All right, field tightening up pretty good here. Like they're getting ready to go. 10 laps. Green, green, green. Penske on the loud pedal. Batista right there in second place. Chris Brenner in third. That could become a three-way battle. Penske out of shape. Batista, Penske. And Batista into the wall. Penske retakes the lead. And Batista gets back by. Wow, these guys are really racing up. Brenner does a slide job on all of them. I told you this would be nuts. This is the best of the best out here that's met all of them, all the trophy dashes. The top two from each heat race making it this far. But guess who's back up front now? Max Stambaugh takes over the lead. Batista back up front. Stambaugh collects a bunch of them. They got one into the wall there, but Sean Wallenfels gets caught up into that. That will bring out a caution, folks. That will bring out a caution. Wallenfels, poor Sean, wow. He's okay. He'll go into pit road, though, and get a brand new car. We got 3 or 4 of them coming in. Like Tim Smith, Chris Brenner, and Sean Wallenfels. Yeah, those 3 coming to pit road. Wow. Right now we got John Batista, Max Stambaugh, Mark Penske, Derek Walker, Nathan Davis, Kyle Trevathan, and Danny Waller. Looks like coming out next is going to be Tim Smith. Then Chris Brenner and Sean Wallenfels. They get caught up to the back of the field here before they go green. We'll try to get an interview in here. Maybe before they go to the B main, I'll try to drag somebody down here and talk to them. All right, 7 laps to go, folks, to finish this up. All right, green is out. Derek Walker with a little bit of a slow start there. Has come up through the field, though. What the heck happened there? I can't. Why can't I switch here? There we go. John Batista, Derek Walker, and Max Stambaugh. And Nate Davis in 4th. Mark Penske now back to 5th. Tim Lewis trying to make it up through the field. He's going to get a run on Mark Penske. He does clear Mark. Got about 5 to go here, folks. Oh, Max Stambaugh way up the hill looking for some grip up there. Walker 2nd. Has been no match so far for John Batista. Batista on rails here, folks. He's really worked hard to get here, and man, I'll tell you, he definitely drove his heart out tonight. I gotta say, he drove his heart out to get there. That would be for the pole position if Derek Walker could get there. Batista right now sitting on the pole. If he wins, Walker 2nd, Tim Smith 3rd. Well, thank you, Jeff. Yeah, that would be really nice. Yeah, well, get all your friends and your dog and cat, your dead grandmother, and everybody in here to freaking sub to the channel. That would be really cool. I'm just kidding. Walker starting to close up on Batista. And it looks like that's going to wrap it up, folks, I do believe, unless there was a caution. There may have been a caution. Yeah, I think there was a caution. Let me go back and see here. It was Mark Penske. Yep, he is upside down there, folks. Wow. Okay, so he is on pit road. One lap to go, folks. 1 lap shootout for John Batista, Derek Walker. Now, you know Batista's going to get a good jump on this, and it's going to be very hard for Walker to catch up to him. But still, I wouldn't count him out. Wouldn't count out Derek Walker. Now, that's pretty kind words, Jeffrey. I appreciate that. Well, we've been doing this for 6 years, so it would be really nice to see that. Not up on YouTube, but I started out on Twitch and then moved to YouTube. But a lot of the rules have changed on YouTube now, so it made it a lot easier for you to stream up there. I've only been streaming to YouTube for maybe a year and a half, something like that. All right, here we go, back to green. Walker trying to get that run on Batista. Doesn't look like he's going to make it. Batista's going to come home with the pole position here tonight. And Batista wins it. Walker second. Tim Smith third. All right, congratulations to John Batista. Walker second. Tim Smith third. Nathan Dave. Not sure if that's right or not. These guys kind of got passed up each other a little bit. There we go. All right, Chris Brenner will be fourth. Nathan Davis fifth. Max Stambaugh sixth. Kyle Trevathan seventh. Sean Wallenfels eighth. Danny Waller ninth. And somebody... Oh, Mark Penske will be 10th. And Mark Penske was out for early. After that wreck there, he flipped it. So he will finish 10th. He'll still be in the race. This is a trophy dash. They all go on to the A main, folks. So that'll wrap that up. Next, coming up will be the B main, folks. The B main coming up next. And that will be 20 laps after we take just a short break. All right, folks, we know what this is. B-main time. Now, this is all the folks that have raced to get here thus far. So, Roger?
What's up, my friend?
Much?
Going to put 14 of these guys out here. I'm going to send 10 of them on to race with those 10 maniacs that just finished that awesome trophy dash. We're going to line these guys up with William Evans and Richard Stallings in row 1, Braden Eiler and Jacob Fields in row 2, Bob Raimondo and Craig Levon in row 3, Corey Henry and Kenneth Dakey in row 4, Michael Sheridan and Trevor Royer in row 5, Matt Dixon and Paul Crumry in row 6, Ernie Williams and Aaron Theriot in row 7. They're going to go 20 times around here. Caution laps will not count.
Okay, 10 of them will move on.
10 of them transfer straight to the A main to set our 20-car field.
And 4 go home.
And 4 go home. That's right. And then once we start the A main, I'll probably come up here and join my buddy in the booth.
All right.
We'll have a little bit of fun. Maybe these guys can make Season 4 Race 1 go flag to flag here at Knoxville for our first ever trip in the MSTV series to Knoxville.
Very good. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. I don't know. This track hasn't been like, guys, I think everybody's still trying to kind of learn the track a little bit, Roger, but it looks like some of the guys are struggling with it a little bit.
Well, the guys in the Trophy Dash said this track is amazing right now. They're able to go 2 or 3 lines. So
wow.
These guys right here have their work cut out for them to match up to that. But these cars are full of fuel, got about 26 gallons of fuel in them. They're real back heavy, which makes them really loose on the entry. And this track is notorious for being really slick on the entries anyway. So these guys are going to have to move that wing around to try to keep the car underneath them. They're going to have to pedal the car. And it's going to be fun to watch this. They got 20 laps to sort this whole thing out.
Very good. All right. Well, thank you, sir. 20 laps.
We're going to give these guys 1 or 2 probably 2 or 3 pace laps, I should say, to get them lined up properly and make sure that everybody's where they're supposed to be. So you'll have plenty of time to go show the cars on the broadcast if you choose to, sir.
All right.
All right. See you in a little bit.
Yep. All right, 10 cars move on, folks. 4 go home. B-main coming up. 20 laps. All right, looks like they got the field pretty much tightened up here, folks. We might be going green this time. We'll be waiting on the call there from the admins to get going. And nope, they're not going to go this time. Next time by. All right, they are tightened up and ready to go, folks. Here we go. Stallings starting on the outside of the front row, along with William Evans. And there goes William on the loud pedal. Jumps out to a pretty commanding lead. Oh, somebody out of shape back there. I did not see who that was. Did not see who that was. They got all kinds out of shape there. Stallings in 3rd place. From Bob Raimondo 4th. Trevor Royer 5th. Kenneth Dakey in 6th place. Back behind him. That was the one that got caught up into that. Oh, Crumry getting by. He's trying to make it in too. He wants to stay up there in front of that. And he's out of shape. Not what you want to do. You don't want to be them back 4 because the back 4 go home. Ooh, another one into the wall. So we are seeing some guys get into the wall, but back up front. Ooh, there was one. Bob Raimondo all out of shape. That's going to let Trevor Royer get by. And it looks like we do have a caution. Yes, sir, we do have a caution. The caution laps do not count here, folks. They do not count. Now, when we get to the A main, they will count. That'll be coming up right after this. We'll have a short intermission so they can get the server switched over, and we're going to be getting them lined up. We'll run down through that when we get there, because there is some a certain way that they do it. I'll explain that to you when we get there. Oh, they get ready to go single file restart here. William Evans, Trevor Royer second, Bob Raimondo third, Kenneth Dakey in fourth, Braden Eiler fifth place, Michael Sheridan sixth, Paul Crumry seventh, Matt Dixon eighth, Corey Henry ninth, and Aaron Theriot. That is your top 10. Now outside, the ones that will go home: Ernie Williams, Craig Levan, Richard Stallings, and Jacob Fields. These guys racing to try to make sure that they are not in that back four. They want to make it to the A main. "20 laps here." That's the first couple of cautions that we've seen. Here we go, back under green, William Evans. Good start. Royer right there, using a little bit of that middle lane. Kind of caught the edge of that rough part of the track, though, and that kind of upset that car a little bit. You really got to stay away from that bottom right there so much. And we're back under caution again. That looks like Richard Stallings. Let's go back and take a look at what happened here with Richard Stallings. Oh, he got collected there. Was one upside down, but Stallings is going to get into it with Craig Levan and gets punted into the wall there. So, man, tough break for him. But behind him was Matt Dixon that also got into it. Well, Richard Stallings, he's trying to rewrite it, and what you got to do is you just got to hit the gas, and hopefully it does rewrite itself. But in this case, it's not going to. So, all right, so back up front. William Evans still leading. That was the second caution here tonight of the for the B main. And again, the caution laps do not count. All right, looks like they're getting ready to go green here, folks. I believe we'll be going green this time by. They are tightening up the field here a little bit more. William Evans waiting for the command here from the admins. And there he goes, off and going again. Trevor Royer right on his tail. Good start by both of them. Bob Raimondo a little out of shape, a little wiggle there, but he's okay. Braden Eiler back here, fifth place. Right behind him, Michael Sheridan. Michael coming up on the inside. Oh, almost did a slide job on him. He is finding some speed down there. Does make contact. Kenneth Dakey gets by Bob Raimondo. And we got a brand new leader, Trevor Royer, getting by William Evans. Trevor, another one of the premium racers here, and William Evans also. Those guys, man, they are really well drivers. I gotta say, man, pretty on the ball there. Kenneth Dakey in third. Michael Sheridan now taking a look to the inside of Dakey for that third position. Not able to do it. He's still battling there with him, but I don't know if he's going to have enough. And meanwhile, Trevor Royer's getting away. Bob Raimondo back to fifth. Braden Eiler making it in here, sixth place. Got to hold on to stay in that top 10. Aaron Theory at 7th. Paul Crumry 8th. Jacob Fields 9th. And back behind him, Corey Henry. That's the cutoff, 10th place. Craig Levan doing everything he can. Does not want to go home here tonight, folks. And he takes it in there pretty hard on Corey Henry. Good driving. Braden Eiler. Michael Sheridan gets around Kenneth Dakey. In the meantime, Trevor Royer just driving away from the field here right now, folks. William Evans in second. Right down here, trackside on Kenneth Dakey. See how close they come sometimes there. Michael Sheridan on the inside, going to hold on to that position for now. Dakey comes up on the outside. He gets a pretty good run. You can see how bumpy that track is right there. He hit those really bad bumps. Sheridan right down there, close to that rough spot on the track, but not quite hitting it. Braden Eiler, 5th place. He's running really well right now. 5th place. Making it in for his first run here with the Dirt Slingers. That's awesome. Is he wheeling that car or what, huh? Talk about wheeling a car. Braden Eiler is doing just that, folks. We got to be getting pretty close to the end here. William Evans still second. Trying to chase down Trevor Royer. And the race is on back here. Michael Sheridan now to the inside for that third position on Kenneth Dakey. Or Dakey trying to get by Michael Sheridan, I should say. Sheridan, he's still hanging on to that bottom though. What do they call them? Bottom feeders. It's a joke. It's a joke. That's 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th goes to Craig Levan. Just outside is Richard Stallings, Corey Henry, Matt Dixon, and somebody already took it behind him. Well, it looks like Ernie Williams already took his car behind the wall. But Trevor Royer fixing to win this B main, folks. Yes, Dakey is new. Sheridan clearly has that 3rd place, and it looks like that's going to wrap it up, folks. That's your B main for you right there. Trevor Royer winning. William Evans 2nd. Michael Sheridan 3rd. Kenneth Dakey 4th. Braden Eiler 5th. Jacob Fields 6th. Bob Raimondo 7th. Paul Crumry 8th. Aaron Theory at 9th. And Craig Levan 10th. Now the rest of the drivers will go home. That includes Richard Stallings, Matt Dixon, Corey Henry, and Ernie Williams will go home. So 10 drivers move on. So A-Main coming up next year, folks. Don't go anywhere. Go get you something to drink, your favorite snack, because we're going to be back here with 40 laps of the most intense dirt racing you've ever seen in your life. So join us, please. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Lisa Eiler, no, we still got the A main to go through. He made it into the A main, so yeah. That's the big event. That's what they all race to get there for, is all going to be in the A main. So, and that's 40 laps. But they'll knock that out quick. That'll be quick. It'll only take them about 20 minutes and they'll have that knocked right out. All right, A main coming up here, folks. They're getting about ready. They've got all the drivers ready to roll out here in just 1 minute, so stay with us. They are advancing the session, and we will be getting them all lined up on the track. So This is the part of the race that we've all been waiting for right here, the A main. 40 laps of intense racing like you've never seen before in your life. I'm telling you, this is absolutely crazy. So just get ready. Hang on. Now, if you remember the Trophy Dash racers, those are the guys that will start up in the front. So, and now they will not start out that way here. And once they get the pace truck goes on pit road, they will get the virtual or the green flag, but they will not go. Then they got 3 laps to get in the order of which they finished in the Trophy Dash and the B main. Once they get in that order, the admins will give them the virtual green flag and we'll be off and going for 40 laps of intense racing, folks. If you've never seen anything like this before, you're in for a very big treat. Yeah, you got that right, Jeffrey. If mom's letting him stay up because he's got school tomorrow, he better not mess this up, right? Well, this is the first race of the season, and points do count. I had no points to read off tonight, but next week we'll have some points, and but they do get points. So you definitely want to stay up in there. I'm not exactly sure what they'll give out for a trophy this season. Last season they gave out some very, very nice plaques and stuff. Oh my, they are really beautiful. I actually got one for broadcasting, which are really nice. They're lasered in with the Dirt Slingers logo in there and my name on it. And oh yeah, it was beautiful. All right, there goes the fireworks, initiating the start of the race here, folks. And the one that will be starting on the pole will be John Batista, so if I can find him, we'll try to get on him. He will actually be starting on the pole. Like I said, they're all going to get lined up here, and they're not going to be in the order. They're going to be in the order that iRacing says that they're going to start. But once they get that green flag, the truck goes on the pit road and they get the green, then they will get in the order that they have won. So, with the Trophy Dash and the B main. The fireworks here are pretty cool. I don't know if I can, let me see if I can do this. No, they've messed this up now. I guess you can't. Nope, can't do it anymore. Wow. Really? Okay. Sorry. I used to be able to swing that around and catch them fireworks, but I'll have to work on that for you guys. All right, pace truck is in. Now they're not going to go. Will not go until they get in the order that they are supposed to be in, according to how they finished in all them races. 20 drivers on the track, bidding for that top spot. They've raced all night long to make it here. This is why it takes so long for these guys, you know, because it's a lot of waiting. But that's what they do in real life. Heck, they might wait for 2 days before they get to actually have their turn to race. So not everybody can race at the same time. Like they did in the Chili Bowl, if any of you watched that. That was pretty wild racing there, I'll tell you. I believe that was won by Christopher Bell, I do believe, wasn't it? Christopher Bell. Our very own iRacing Christopher Bell. There they go. 4 wide salute, folks. Look at that. 4 wide salute. Just like they do in real life. There's a big surprise. Cool. Yes, sir. Look at that. That's what they do in real life. 4 wide salute. Awesome job, gentlemen. Awesome job. That is beautiful right there. That is beautiful. Oh, that just gives me the willies right there. I can't wait till this gets going, man. I'm all pumped up. Woo! Thank you, gentlemen. That was so nice, man. That was a total surprise to me. I didn't even know they were going to do that. Very cool. Very cool. All right, they got about 1 more lap to go here, folks, and they will be cutting them loose. And then it's going to be 40 laps. Yeah, that's our very own iRacing Christopher Bell, actually. Yeah, there was I heard Kyle Larson blew up. There was a lot of different things that went on there, but pretty cool that Christopher Bell won it. He's done a lot to help out iRacing, and a lot's went on there. So, all right, John Batista, Derek Walker on the front row. All right, here we go, folks. Green is out. Now, caution laps do count. We don't want to see it finish under caution for sure, but Derek Walker right up underneath the second plate. And he's got company, Tim Smith to the inside. Everybody getting up to speed, and Derek Walker takes over the lead. Well, he had it there for a second. Tim Smith actually goes back to 4th now. Chris Brenner gets by. Oh, we got a pileup. No caution. There's a caution. Oh my word, half the field was taken out on that one. Holy smokes, we got to go back and check this out, man. This was wild right here. This was wild. Half the field taken out. Batista up into the wall, and he hit the wall pretty hard right there. Gathers up Derek Walker. Walker is going to upset a bunch more guys. Look at the metal crunching and the tires squealing. Oh my word. I've never seen so much bent up metal in my life. Everybody got a piece of that, I think. Except for Tim Smith. He managed to sneak through there. Holy smokes. Unbelievable. Well, everybody does get a fresh car. That's a good thing. So we were really hoping to not have any cautions here tonight. Well, that kind of eliminated that right there, folks. That eliminated that. Well, thank you, Ryan. I appreciate that, buddy. Very cool. Yeah, 4 wide, yeah. Well, yeah, but it looked good. Looked good, Roger. I got to say, it really looked good. That 4 wide salute was amazing, man. I didn't even know anything about that. That was a big surprise to me. That was so cool. Kind of brought tears to my eyes. Just kidding. That was pretty cool, man. All right, pace truck's in. Here we go, back to green. Green is out. Nathan Davis right there, second place, right behind Tim Smith. And this is what these guys did not want to see tonight, was Tim Smith and Nathan Davis up front, because They're going to just drive away with us. Danny Waller in third, Trevor Royer fourth. The racing's starting to get pretty intense back here. Jacob Fields now coming up on the inside there. Michael, we have another caution. Go back and see where it's at. Oh, Mark Penske upside down and flipping. Looks like it was self-inflicted there, folks. So, and it looks like he has taken his car behind the wall, just not feeling it here tonight, I guess. Yeah, I think the pace truck and Tim Smith were about the only two that weren't involved in that. It looks like Tim Smith took it to the bottom there to get away from that. Well, folks, if it's your first time here on MaxSpeedTV, please do hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to give us a thumbs up on the video. We'd appreciate that very much. You can check out our website at MaxSpeedTV.com. Also follow us on Facebook at Facebook.com/MaxSpeedTV. Well, we got 19 drivers. Well, let's see, make that 18 because John Batista's still on pit road. Mark Penske took his car behind the wall. Braden Eiler now is scored as a lap down. So, and I don't believe he's going to get that lap back. So he's back in 18th place right now. Yeah, I don't think he's going to get that lap back because they don't usually give wave bys here. So, all right, waiting for that pace truck to head to pit road, and we're going to be getting them going here one more time, folks. Restarting on lap 16. The excitement's starting to build in these racers. Pace truck's in. Green, green, green.
Green, green.
Trevor Royer sitting there in third place. And he takes it way up the hill. Man, they're looking for some grip down there. I'm telling you, Michael Sheridan. He takes it to the inside of Danny Waller. Waller goes back to 6th place. And they're 3 wide back here right behind him. Paul Krumrei dove it in there pretty hard. He's got William Evans just ahead of him. Kenneth Dakey right in the mix of that. Little contact there. William Evans getting into the side there of, I believe that was Danny Waller. And they're not done yet. Waller's still out there side by side with William Evans. Royer trying to chase down the leader, 1.4 seconds behind Tim Smith. Tim out there putting on a clinic tonight. He's saying, boys, this is how you do it here on this dirt track. I'll tell you what. Jacob Fields up to 4th. Back in the back part of the field. Let's go back here. Derek Walker now back in 15th place after getting involved in that. A lot of these guys in the back here, folks, got involved in that. Kyle Trevathan. Chris Brenner was involved in that. Now he's digging for his life to try to get up there to the front. Max Stambaugh in 11th right now. Paul Krumrei 10th. Almost looks like they're being slowed up there a little bit, but I assure you they're not. they're driving the wheels off them things. They're 4 wide back here. Oh my word, Danny Waller gets spun around. He goes back quite a few positions, gets passed up by Aaron Theriot on the outside. But back up front, Nathan Davis now 2.2 seconds behind the leader, Tim Smith, as they come around to take 23 to go the next time by, folks. And we have a caution. Go back and see where it's at. Raimondo. Oh, there was 2 of them involved in that. And Braden Eiler. Oh boy, that could have probably done in Braden's day right there. Let's go see this, see what happened between them two. Braden into the wall. And he's struggling with it. Oh, he's upside down on his roof, and Raimundo comes around and piles into him. Both of those drivers are going to be done for the night, looks like. Wow, Raimundo skipping over that rough part of the track. Wow. All right, so that is caution number 3, folks. We didn't think we were going to have any cautions out here tonight, and we've already had 3. Well, the field just got a whole lot shorter right there with Bob Raimundo, Braden Eiler, Mark Penske, and John Batista now out of the race, down to 16 drivers. Roger.
Hey, sorry, buddy. I was trying to do some admin stuff down there and making sure we got through this. What'd you think of that 4 wide?
Oh, my, that 4 wide salute?
Yes.
That was awesome.
Well, I told the boys they better start practicing it because we're going to start doing it every week.
Oh, that's awesome. It gave me the willies, man. I was like, yes.
Yeah,
I didn't know anything.
The same way.
I didn't know anything about it, man. It was a big surprise.
Well, I'm glad it was a surprise to you. That was part of the whole thing, was to make sure that we surprised everybody tonight with something.
That was awesome. Well, a couple more cautions than we kind of bargained for tonight, Roger, but still a pretty good racing up front.
Yeah, that first one with the leaders up there, that was just a bad situation. It got worse.
Pace car's in.
Ready,
Here we
green,
go.
green, green.
Back to green. A little bump there by Nathan Davis telling Tim Smith, let's go. Jacob Fields up to 3rd.
And it looks like Smith's going to pick up where he left off last season. But I'll tell you what, they better watch out for Trevor Royer. Trevor started so deep in this field, and here he comes. Oh, there we go, off of turn 2, 3. Oh, they're already gone. They're already back moving.
That's a shame that some of the good drivers taken out here tonight. But Sean Wallenfeld's up to 5th. He's drove his heart out tonight to get there. Man, I'm telling you. Michael Sheridan goes back to 6th. I think
William Evans started deep in this field. He's up there running in 8th.
7th.
Got a slow, or 7th, yeah, sorry. He's got a slow one on the inside there. I don't know who that is.
That was Kenneth Dakey.
Ken Dakey, yep.
Yeah, he's trying to make it to pit road. Looks like his day may be over. Tim Smith again, way out front. And coming up on a lap car there, looks like, I'm trying to find out who that is. That is Braden Eiler. He is trying to pick up maybe a couple more positions. He's going to get by Kenneth Dakey here in a couple more laps. So he'll wind up with the 16th unless Kenneth Dakey gets back out there. 15
yeah, looks
to
like
go.
they got his car fixed up and he's back out there. As long as he's not an impedance, he's more than welcome to be back on the track.
Yes, sir.
He can pick up some spots.
Well, his mom in chat was saying it was time for him to go to bed.
I go.
And somebody said, well, he's still got another race to go, Mom. So,
you can't go to bed when you're racing.
No. Not when the A-Main's coming up. Jacob Fields to 3rd. Wallenfeld's working over the back of that car. And Wallenfeld may get that. He does. Slide job up in front of Jacob Fields. And he comes out the corner pretty well. Good job by Wallenfeld. Royer.
Smith's about to put Waller a lap down right here. Man, he is checking out on these guys.
Oh, I'm telling you, Tim Smith, yeah. Yeah, he just put Danny Waller a lap down.
2.6 second lead over Nathan Davis. Wow.
Yeah, and Nathan's no slouch,
No, he's not.
And there goes Sean Wallenfeld just drove by Nathan Davis.
Yeah, it looked like Davis got a little loose there through 3 and 4, and Wallenfeld's pounced right on that.
I tell you, them guys.
Jacob Fields is coming right behind him.
Yeah, those guys have got to stay away from that low line down there on that inside. Man, is that ever rough right now. Oh, and Nathan's going to let Jacob Fields get by, and Nathan goes back to 4th.
There are a lot of bumps down that backstretch. You can see them cars rocking around going down the backstretch, all the way to turn 3.
William Evans 5th place, so he's worked his way up through the field quite nicely, and he's got around Trevor Royer. Now that's saying a lot about William Evans right there. If he got around Trevor Royer, Trevor's a great driver.
Royer seems to be sliding backwards. After I mentioned him a little bit ago, he's lost 2 or 3 positions.
Yeah, here comes Chris Brenner. He's going to get by. Man, look at the guys getting by.
The King Brenner right there.
Yeah,
king
the king. Yeah, king of the wing. That's what it was. Why did I keep saying king of the dirt? Where I got that from. King of the wing.
Yeah, king of the dirt doesn't ring out like king of the wing.
Yep. Oh, into the wall goes Chris Brenner, though. Wallenfels actually pulls way away from Jacob Fields.
We're down to 2 to go here.
Yeah,
I think we're coming to the white.
Huh?
I think we're coming to the white flag,
no,
aren't we?
6 to go.
Oh, that's right. I'm miscounting the laps. I forgot. My bad, Rudy.
45 laps.
Yeah.
Max
look at that gaggle
Stambaugh.
right there.
Max Stambaugh in 4th. Nate Davis 5th. William Evans now is closing up on Nate Davis. And he better get busy because he's got a mirror full of Chris Brenner right now and Trevor Royer. Well, Evans knows it too. Boy, that is rough down that backstretch, ain't it?
Yeah, them cars are rocking and rolling, getting from turn 2 to turn 3.
They're just hopping all over the place right there. Yeah, this is a good battle between Chris Brenner and William Evans and Nathan Davis. Davis is holding them off, though. William Evans just held off Chris Brenner. Here comes Royer to the inside of Brenner. Not going to be able to do it. Man, is that some good racing. Well, Wallenfels has started to close that gap up a little bit on Tim Smith. He's down to, well, he was down to 2 seconds. He gets up in that rough position up there. Well, I can't even say cushion anymore because there isn't even hardly any cushion left.
No, they take it right out to the fence here at Knoxville.
Yep. I mean, there's like maybe a foot or 2 left there. That's about it. Stand by. White flag in the air, folks. Who's going to come home with this, 2nd or 3rd? Jacob Fields does get back around Max Stambaugh. The winner here tonight's going to be Tim Smith bringing it home. No surprise there, Roger. I'm telling you. That S on the front stands for Superman, and I'll tell you what.
He was super fast.
He showed it here tonight,
Enough.
man.
If there would have been about 6 or 7 more laps, I think Mr. Wallenfels could have run him down, but he just ran out of time.
Wow, man.
Max Stambaugh in 3rd.
Well, let me get Tim Smith down here.
I just want to know how rough that track truly was because it looked bad.
Well, Tim Smith, you did it again, brother. You got a copy?
Yeah, I'm here.
Well, you come back from way back in the field there. You got involved in that big pile up there at the beginning of the race. Tell me about that, man. There was no, you didn't get involved in it. My bad.
I barely squeaked by it.
Yeah, you were one of the only ones that didn't get involved in it. But tell me about that, what you seen in your rearview mirror. How about that?
Well, it was pretty clear for a while, and then at the end of the race, I was keeping an eye on the distance of the cars behind. And Sean was definitely catching me. I don't know what line he was running, but he was definitely a lot faster than I was. He was coming pretty quick. I'm glad that stayed green.
Well, you bring it home for the win here again tonight. This is what we like to see is the repeat winners. But yet Roger likes to see a different winner each week. But man, I'll tell you what, you put on a clinic out there tonight again, Tim. If that caution wouldn't have come out and all them cars got wadded up, were you kind of getting a little concerned at that point that you might get up there or not?
Yeah, definitely. I think I was sitting 4th or 5th when that happened. It definitely wasn't looking as promising as it was when I came out of the corner, I guess.
Right.
That definitely helped me quite a bit when they all wadded it up. Got some of the real fast guys out of my way, I guess.
Right. All right. Well, this has got to, coming out of a season like last season and this the brand new season, and to come out of here with a win at Knoxville. How proud does that make you feel to do this? I mean, you just never cease to amaze us out here. You put the UWU the car up there. If you don't win it, you're pretty close to winning it every week.
Oh, it definitely feels pretty good to win the first race of the season after winning the championship last year. Hopefully it'll give me a nice boost.
Very good. All right. Well, anybody you want to thank for this win, Tim?
Yeah, just my teammates at UW Motorsports. I'm not sure where they finished at. I know Brenner was trying to claw his way back after getting in that accident. Everybody at DSRL for putting this deal on, and you guys for live streaming it for us. We appreciate it.
Very good, Tim. Well, congrats, and go celebrate that win, brother. We'll see you back here next week.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Sean Wallenfels, you got a copy?
Yes, I do, Rudy.
Sean, we were talking about, Roger and I, about how rough it was on that backstretch. Tell me how much, man, we seen that car really bouncing. How much did that affect the grip out there?
A lot, I would say, definitely on the throttle pedal, but I just kept it wooded. It was super bouncy and whatnot, but as soon as it kind of pitched it up high into the dark stuff, the car would kind of settle down. I could kind of run my line then, but yeah, it was an interesting track for sure. It was fun, really fun.
Yeah, well, we've seen a couple of guys get down there really low, and we know you don't want to get down too awful low. That's no man's land down there. And you guys had pushed the cushion up so far, there wasn't even hardly a cushion left. So definitely you want to run the fence here, correct?
Oh yeah, if you could run the bottom, if you know throttle control and run the bottom and whatnot, you can also be extremely fast here. I don't know that throttle control aspect very well. Like, I'm really good at it, but I just would prefer to roll in and out on the top. So yeah, it could be fast in either lane, but up on top tonight was really, really shining for me, at least.
Well, you come a long ways tonight, Sean. You had to go through it's a pretty tough night here. I seen you get in an accident earlier there, and it kind of ruined your deal to get, to make it to the to the trophy dash. So, but you managed to make it all the way to the B main, which puts you in the position to make it to the A main. So this should have been a pretty good night for you, Sean. Are you happy with the second place? I know you'd like to won it, but unfortunately we can only have one winner.
Yeah, I ran out of time there. I think on that last restart, I restarted 6th or 5th, and first and second were battling there for a second. And I was behind them trying to figure out which line would be best to take to try to get around them and whatnot. So that just gave, Tim to give him ample time to do what he does, and that's gap people if you give him any room to. I mean, you give him any room and he's gone. So there's a reason that Superman's his nickname. So I was trying to reel him in there at the end. It seemed like I was flying, got the momentum up. I wasn't making any mistakes, and it is what it is. I'm happy with second. From that big one at Dega that happened earlier.
All right, brother. Well, congratulations on second, Sean. Anybody you want to give a shout out to or thank?
Shout out to my buddy Lawrence. Reeves family gave him a chance to drive a 410 down in Australia, so he's doing that right now. So shout out to him. He's part of the Park It Race squad on high racing we started back when dirt came out. So, and just thanks to everybody that comes out and races, all the 40 guys that showed up. It's rad. It was really competitive. There wasn't a lot of cautions. We had a lot of good runs. So shout out to everybody that shows up, and you guys for putting it on and the good commentary and whatnot.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Sean. Appreciate that. And we'll see you back here next week. Continue on with them points, brother.
Thanks, Rudy. See ya.
All right. That brings us to third place. Max Standby, you got a copy.
Yeah.
Well, Max, solid run for you tonight. Tell me about the run out there, how you had to work up through the field to get to that third place.
Yeah, I got caught up in the wreck earlier and went to the back and got back up there. So just want to thank, UW, Tim Smith, and Brenner, and Michael Sheridan, and everybody involved.
Yeah, there was a lot of great cars caught up into that, and we hate to see that. We hate to see cars. I mean, there was a lot of bent sheet metal and a lot of roll bars mangled up on that one. And I mean, it wasn't just like 3 or 4 or 5. It was like about 10, So, but you managed to come out of it pretty well here. So third place, considering everything that you went through to get up to that position, and all you had to go through prior to that, through the B main and all that there. Are you happy with third tonight?
Oh, yeah. Tim's one of the best in the business, so top 3, and Sean had a really good run too. So, there's a lot of good people in this league, and DSR puts a good deal on, and I'm excited to see what keeps going with everybody.
Well, you got UWU first and third tonight, so that's got to feel really good under your belt. And I think Chris Brenner was back there. Isn't he in UWU?
Yeah. He was somewhere right around there.
Yeah, he was back. Yeah,
going back and forth, coming up through the field. So
well, that's pretty good to put that another one on the belt there, another notch on the belt for UWU. You guys definitely come out with everything in mind to come out with a victory, and I'll tell you what, you guys never disappoint. So keep up the good work, Max. All I can say, man, it's the win's going to come to you. You just got to beat that guy that finished first tonight.
Yeah, good job on the broadcast tonight.
Well, thank you, sir. Thank you. Appreciate that. Anybody you want to thank or give a shout out to? Anybody special?
Just UW, and that's pretty much about it. They helped me out, and we'll be back.
All right, brother. Well, we can't wait to see what you guys can do next week. So congrats again on third.
Thanks.
All right, folks, we're going to run down through the top 20 here in the rundown. Tim Smith coming home with the win. Sean Wallenfels finishing second. Max Stambaugh third. Jacob Fields fourth. William Evans fifth. Chris Brenner does finish back in sixth place. Nathan Davis seventh. Trevor Royer eighth. Michael Sheridan ninth. And Derek Walker rounds out the top 10. Aaron Theriot finishing 11th. Paul Crumride 12th. Craig Levan 13th. Braden Eiler finishes 14th. Kenneth Dakey finishes 15th. Danny Waller 16th. Kyle Trevathan 17th. Bob Ramundo 18th. Mark Pinsky 19th. And John Batista 20th. So that'll wrap it up there for them guys here. Only the top 20 that get points, folks. The rest of them did not make it in. So congratulations to our winner here tonight, Tim Smith, for Dirt Slingers and MaxSpeedTV. Folks, thank you for sticking with us here all night and being patient with us, going through all we had to get there. But until next time, stay safe and have a good night, folks.